Hi everybody and Happy New Year, or in Bulgarian, Честита Nova Godina. So, as a part of my New Year's resolution, I decided I'm actually going to try to start posting in both English and Bulgarian. I'm going to always make sure there are subtitles if I'm speaking in Bulgarian. I think they auto subtitle if I'm speaking in English into Bulgarian. So that's one thing I wanted to let you guys know. But in today's video specifically, we're going to be comparing Christmas on the farm versus Christmas in the city. Let's do it in Bulgarian now. Здравейте всички! За пръв път ще почвам да говоря на български, не само на английски. До сега не съм искала да говоря на български, понеже имам акцент и си го намирам доста смешен, но понеже канала ми е за Америка и България и разликата между Америка и България, реших, че ще говоря вече и на български, и на английски. В този клип специално ще говоря повече на английски, обаче ще диктувам и на български от време на време. От тук нататък смятам обаче да качвам може би един клип на английски една неделя, а следващата неделя на български и така напред-назад, английски-български, но ще видим. Още не съм го решила съвсем. All right. Also, I'm interested to hear what you guys think about this. I think it'll be pretty cool, but I'd love to hear your comments. For now, let's jump in today's video. I decided to do Christmas on the farm versus Christmas in the city because I actually came back to New York for Christmas this year to spend it for the first time in 2 years with my mom and my sister, and I noticed some big differences. Number one, the Christmas tree. On the farm, we find a way to cut down our own Christmas tree. It's a long story. You do need to have permission and all of that. But what I did notice is that in Bulgaria, at least on the farm in Bulgaria, when we cut down a Christmas tree, we are all very conscious of planting a new Christmas tree in its place. I feel like in New York, everything is more about, let's go buy the Christmas tree, run, 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 rush, rush, rush. It's all about the size. And I think people are not as aware that this is a real tree that we're cutting down and we have to think about the consequences. Така, сега на български ще ви обясня точно какво гледаме в този момент. Надявам се, че сте разбрали поне с субтитри какво съм казала до сега, но общо взето обяснявах, че на село, като отрязваме едно дърво за Коледа, посаждаме поне едно дърво в негово място. Но понеже предполагам, че и вие сте наясно с живота на село, исках да ви покажа малко и от Ню Йорк, понеже разбрах, че има няколко българи, които вече гледат моя канал и сте искали да видите малко повече от Ню Йорк, не само България. Така, това е голямото дърво в The Metropolitan Museum of Art. Да, дето в стаята ти. Козите? All right, now let's fly back over to our little farm in Bulgaria. This is from last year's Christmas, and this is something very traditional we make in Bulgaria, especially on the farm. It's called pitka. This is for peace.
Да, слънцето, това е живота. Без слънце няма живот.
The sun is life.
Хляба, житния клас е хляба и гроздето е благоденствие. А пиленцето, защото Христина слага се или пили, или агне, каквото гледат.
So you put a bird or a lamb, whatever animal you have in your yard. They have birds, so. And the baby for rebirth. No cool. Така, предполагам, че много от вас българи правите питка и няма какво много да обяснявам, така че ще говоря пак на английски. What you're seeing here is pitka American style, so we're not going to go all fancy with the sun and the baby and the bird and all of that, just because life here feels much more fast. You just don't have time. Everything goes by so quick. I don't know how to explain it. It doesn't work here for some reason. We're also just my mom, my sister, and me alone. So it doesn't work out. What I do want to show you is this. It's called pitka с паричка. To translate exactly, it means pitka with a coin, or actually with money, but let's call it pitka with a coin. Traditionally, in the pitka, you put a little coin, and when you break the bread, whoever gets this coin is going to have the luck for the year, or the biggest luck for the year. Сега ще стане.
Може да щукаш малко честно да насложиш.
Ето го. Виж кое е симпатично пиленце.
Какво е времето там?
Тапло.
Тапло?
Да, не. Много е хубаво.
Да, това е много хубаво. No.
1, 2, 3. I got the parichka! Yeah!
Laurie knew where it was.
No, I really didn't. I just got it. I really do promise I didn't know where the coin was. Really. But anyway, here is a little sneak peek to what you're going to see later in terms of what we cook, both in Bulgaria and America. Stay tuned for that because it's delicious. For right now, for balance sake, let's get back to the farm and back to the Christmas trees. And I really wanted to show you this because I thought this is really funny. We still don't have a stand. We're still like building a life there. We're under construction. And we improvised because at one point we were thinking we're not going to have any tree standing up. It was just going to be leaning on something. But my boyfriend figured it out and improvised a pretty cool stand. You just pin the tree to a stump. Who knew? Here we're preparing the, again, botched decorations because we don't have anything. I don't have a tree skirt. I don't have anything. So I decided just grab everything from the forest and just go with natural decorations. И обратно в Америка. Това е за вас, българи, които ви е интересно да видите какво става в Ню Йорк по Коледа. Това е голямата елха в, къде беше сега точно? Rockefeller Center. So we're back in New York, and this is for everyone out there who maybe has not been to New York for Christmas. So let's compare our growing baby decorations with Big New York. Now, this is something I've been really excited to show you guys for a while. It's the train show in the New York Botanical Garden, and it's something that you just have to see. So I'll include some of this. Това е нещо, което много исках да ви покажа. Просто страхотно. Това е шоуто на влаковете в Ботаническата градина в Ню Йорк. Просто страхотно. And this is our Christmas tree to compare the lights back in New York with our farm. Това е нашата елха вкъщи в Ню Йорк. Сега ще сравним с декорациите на село в България.
Браво, това знаеш какво ще е яко нощно време? Това е най-хубаво, като снежинки. Да. Ето коледната елха. Звездичката отгоре. Дядо Коледа. Baby, it's cold outside. Мале. И виж колко е високо. Виж.
Yeah, it looks a little bit better at night. But anyway, these are some stars that I made. I watched some YouTube videos and just made them out of paper because I love decorating, and I couldn't stand that we don't have anything yet. So I thought the stars were a good touch. And what I wanted to show here is that everything else pretty much is just what we gathered from nature, and I really stand that those are the best decorations. My mom always said so. Да, обяснявам, че най-хубавите декорации според мен идват просто от природата, освен естествено ръчно изработените ми снежинки. And now for what I promised you guys earlier, and what I think we've all been waiting for, the feast. Traditionally in Bulgaria on the farm and back home in America with my mom, we do the traditional stuffed chicken. It's even more so traditionally supposed to be something more of a fitka, which is like a turkey, but the turkeys in the US are just so stuffed with antibiotics that they're just beasts. So we stick to chicken here. And you see my mom stuffing the chicken with a Bulgarian type of mixture of rice and liver and other organs like the lungs, liver. It becomes a really delicious filling, and this on top is a Bulgarian sauerkraut. Here is how we make the pickled cabbage. I actually have a whole video on that, which I'll include in the description, but this is my grandma making her own pickled cabbage. In the US, we don't have time to do this, but we do this in Bulgaria every year. And here is the final result along with the pitka. This is ruska salata, which is translated to Russian salad. And of course, some more cabbage. We're really, really big on cabbage in Bulgaria on the winters. And this beauty right here is grana rakia. It's a heated up moonshine. Stick with me. I'm going to show you this in detail a little later. And this is last year's feast on the farm, but difference is this is a turkey. Yeah, no growth hormones here. Now let's get back to that grana rakia, because honestly, Christmas is not Christmas without grana rakia. And the way you make this is you put sugar or honey at the bottom of the kettle and you let it caramelize. Then you slowly start pouring your alcohol. It's definitely going to be rakia for us. Think of rakia as our national drink. It's kind of like vodka for Russians. That sort of thing. So you pour it carefully so it doesn't flame up. And what you get is this amazing concoction that kind of like burns down your throat as you drink it. It's so good. It warms you up and it helps with sore throats, by the way. You can put some cloves inside if you want. Not everybody does, but I like to put just a little bit. And voila. Не знам колко от вас пиете греена ракия на Коледа, обаче аз се научих на село и просто не може без вече.
На здраве!
And now that we've had just a little bit to drink, it's time for all of our superstitions and traditions. And definitely people on the farm are much more superstitious than they are in the city. But I will go ahead and say that most Bulgarians, as far as the ones that I know, we're pretty superstitious and we definitely hold to traditions. So what you're seeing here is something we do every Christmas. We're chasing away the bad demons and bad energy, purifying our home using, in Bulgarian, tamyan, or in English, frankincense. It's that smell that you get at the church. And if we don't do this, our new year may be filled with these bad spirits.
It smells like a church. Oops.
Ох, и сега, че дяволите са изгонени, най-накрая време е да хапнем.
First, I'm gonna give you Laurie's name. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I get the best one.
Oh,
I want the rice to top.
crunchy.
I want the crunchy rice.
Oh my god, it smells so good. Ah, what is that?
Чеченце.
Просто не толкова тясно.
Също това карате.
And now, time for the presents. And yeah, I'm not gonna lie, this is definitely one of my favorite parts about Christmas. I mean, I'm not gonna pretend to be all mature here, but what I noticed is that on the farm, things are definitely much more oriented around the family and the gathering and not as much about the presents. We get one gift there, while as in America, our whole Christmas since we were little has been based around the presents. I mean, look how many presents we have here. Honestly, I really think that it's just because it's my mom, my sister, and I there alone in America. And that's why, as much as you try to do the gathering, the presents really do become a big part. We're kind of filling a gap. While as on the farm, it was, I learned really quickly that it's not about the presents, it's about the gathering. I know it sounds cliche, but living on a farm, moving from a city to a farm really does humble you. So thank you guys very, very much for watching. I really hope these differences and similarities were interesting to you guys, no matter where you're from. Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, and Happy New Year. Hope to see you guys in 2024. Така, обяснявах просто, че наистина живота на село те кара да оценяваш малките неща много повече, отколкото живота в Ню Йорк. Знам, че всеки го казва, но човек, който е живял и в Манхатън, и в България, някак си в България се усеща тези искаш да се събереш с семейството, подаръците пак са много яки, обаче, не са на последно място, обаче най-важното е да се събереш с близки, да хапнеш, да пинеш, докато в Ню Йорк всичко е за неща, за подаръци, за пари. Така че ще ви кажа, че според мен живота в България е по-хубав от живота в Америка, но си струва да видиш и двете страни. Много ви благодаря, че посетихте моя канал. Надявам се да ви е било интересно. Весела Коледа, честита Нова година и се надявам да се видим пак в 2024.
Mhm.